Hey guys, this is Taylor once again with AndroidMe.com. Looks like we've struck gold. Here's another new phone, the second phone this weekend. This is the Motorola Droid 2. Well, you know what? Actually, this is the Droid 1. I tricked you guys. Let's pull into frame here. This is the Droid 2. You can see, we'll get these side by side. Sorry if this is a crappy video, but this is what you get. This is the Droid 2. These phones are virtually identical. The main difference with this Droid 2 is the beveled edges that it has, and it kind of has these refined buttons. You can see the volume rocker here is very slimline. Looking at the back of the phone, I mean, this is virtually identical to the Droid, and I'll say that's my surprise playing with these two phones. They are pretty much, let me zoom out. These phones are pretty much identical. If you just walk by someone holding one of these, you probably wouldn't even notice. You can see battery plate's a little bit different. This one has the gold highlights. This one is actually silver, but they have similar 5 megapixel cameras. Both have these dual LED flashes. Let's look at the top of these phones here. You can see, once again, very similar. The 3.5 millimeter headset jack on the front. Now let me open this other guy up here. Okay, so this is the new keyboard. I want you to get a look at this guy. Sorry, my video is crappy. You can see here they did away with the D-pad in the corner, and now we have the nice number pad. Overall, though, these buttons are a little bit bigger. Let me see if I can get you sideways here. You can see there's a little bit of a raise on them, but overall, this keyboard is not raised up that much more than the other one. I mean, these are virtually the same size. Let me open up this one. Got one hand, no tripod. So let's compare these two here. Sorry for the bad video quality. You can see here, since I did it with the D-pad, you got a much wider keyboard. Keys are bigger, easier to press. They're raised up a little bit. I mean, they addressed most of the concerns people had with the first one. Other than that, though, this phone, let's talk some more about the Droid 2. You can see me there. This phone is, well, let me just flip it over. The Droid 2, I'll hold it this way. This phone has the 1 GHz Texas Instruments OMAP 3630, which has the PowerVR SGX 530 GPU. This is the same GPU that's found in the original Droid 1, so pretty much all you're getting is a speed bump of the processor and that new design. You can see here, this is the bevel. They've just slimmed it up. This one has the bevel. Let me close the other guy here. Overall, I mean, these things are almost identical. There you can see the difference of the bevel. Both phones have the 3.7-inch display. This one still has the touch buttons on the front. Not much else has changed. You can see that bezel kind of has a silver color to it. Apologize for the poor video quality. This is, like I said, touch of the moment. Other than that, this one is pretty much identical to the Droid X we got to play with earlier today. So, Droid 2, smaller body, you get the keyboard, 3.7-inch screen. That's pretty much the choice you can have. You can get the jumbo size display, 4.3-inch, or go with the smaller one, 3.7-inch, and you get the addition of the nice keyboard. This one also only has 5 megapixel, whereas the Droid X has 8 megapixel. Droid X does 720p video, and the Droid X also has the HDMI out. This one has no HDMI out, just the micro USB. So this is the Droid 2. This phone might be announced next week, and we are expecting it to launch sometime possibly in August. This phone has Android 2.1 on it right now, but we've heard that possibly by the time it launches it'll be Android 2.2. And, you know, I probably would expect it to have Android 2.1 at launch and then upgrade to Android 2.2 shortly afterwards, but we will just have to wait and see. If you already have the Droid, you know, I can't say there's really much reason to upgrade to this phone. I know this phone you can pretty much overclock it to 1 gigahertz to reach this speed, but then again, since this one has the newer processor, that has the 45mm die processor, I think. You know, this one consumes less power, should run, you know, put off less heat. So this one could probably overclock a lot higher. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this one overclocks to 1.2, 1.3, 1.5. I mean, who knows really how high this one can overclock. So other than that, same graphics processors, same displays, same cameras. Overall, this is, you know, just like the refresh, the new model, pretty much the same old Droid that y'all know and love. You know, I'm sure that this phone will probably be a big seller for Verizon, so we'll have to wait and see when this guy comes out. Thank you for tuning in.